What is the truth that sets us free from the sin nature? You can kind of boil it down to something that's kind of easy to remember. Know, reckon, and yield. This is Romans chapter 6. Romans chapter 6, verses 4 through 6. Know that you've died with Christ and you've been raised to walk in newness of life. Romans chapter 6 and verse 11 is count this to be true. So I can recognize, yeah, Christ died for my sins and he was raised from the dead, but I also need to understand that in that, and in that being applied to me, that means I am set free to walk in newness of life. Now, if that doesn't mean I get to walk in the same kind of life I was walking before I was saved, this is newness of life. I get to walk in righteousness. For before I did not walk in righteousness. And then what's the next thing I have to do? Romans chapter 6, verse 13, I have to yield my members to righteousness. One of this passage is, this is among many others, are highly abused when it comes to overcoming the sin nature, because most of the time what happens is people will put some kind of a law on it. Thou shalt not. And as soon as you do that, you actually give the sin nature strength. This again is one of those things that comes to the Christian life that is very rational, very logical, very much repeatable. Every time you have desires from the sin nature, you apply the truth, you will have victory every single time. But you stray, you try to add something to it, not going to work. That's not the way it actually works. Okay.